What's up, y'all? This is Chris from Getting Shredded. I'm going to take you guys through a little demon workout from hell. Not going to do too much voiceover on this video, but you'll get some here and there. Basically what we started out with was side lateral raises, and this is the second set you're watching. The first set was from 5 pounds all the way up to 50 pounds, not resting and doing 20 reps for each weight increment. We did that once. All of us went through it. It was me, Bobby O'Bradovich, who's one of my clients, and then Shauna. And then once we all did that, we went from the top down. So you guys are actually watching the second set from the top down, from 50 all the way down. This is an absolutely painful workout. By the end of it, I absolutely wanted to cry. I'm going to include some of the sound from it so that you guys can hear. But check it out. Trying to really keep my elbows higher than my wrists, and that's pretty much all I'm trying to do form-wise here. It gets to the point where I almost can't move my shoulders, and you'll see that throughout the workout. So enjoy this next few minutes, and then I'll chime in with the voiceover again when we get to the next exercise.
Go, come on! Up. Go. Yes. Come on. Almost there, let's go! Come on, keep going. Again. Nice. Okay, Lily, come on. Easy. Keep going. This is where it counts. This is where it counts. Come on. Keep it up there. Let's go. Yeah. This week. You got it. You got it.
One second.
Last one. I feel like you're even counts. Go. Stay focused. 5 seconds left. Come on. Oh my God.
You know, a lot of people ask me how I get my side delts to look so freaky, and you know, I don't do this kind of work all the time, but I do try to include it maybe at least twice a month, where I'm doing a lot of reps, like more than I can handle, and those 5 pounds at the end just felt like they were like 60 pounds. And the reason is because you got to get the blood into the muscle, pushing out on the fascia sometimes, you know, helping that fascia to stretch out. You know, the fascia is a thick layer around the muscles that actually can inhibit growth. And without really blood flow and stretching in between sets and things like that, you're not really going to get your muscles to develop that kind of poppy look. So, maybe twice a month, I definitely would include something. I wouldn't do something like this every workout, but it's definitely something that you can include in your routine without going into, overtraining mode or anything like that. If you do it intermittently, and not like 3 times a week or anything like that. But you see Bobby here. Bobby's one of my clients. He's one of my longtime clients. Took some time off, but he's coming into his second show pretty soon. He's actually really tall, ex-basketball player, about 6'4". He's ranging around 250 right now. We're trying to put some thick mass up there on his upper body, and to bring his leg sweeps out. And I think he's going to do really well in this sport. You can see he's in a lot of pain here, really trying to come out, getting himself into the exercise. And, this kind of stuff is not for the weak at heart. You do it to see how much you can feel and see how much you can endure. And really, really awesome workout. I was shaking afterwards. I couldn't really lift my arms at all. And if you guys try this at home, let me know what you think about it. So. Come on. Go. I got Shauna doing a lot of the same stuff that I'm doing. Of course, she's doing some different things, but basically, a lot of women make the mistake of not training like men. And you see Shauna here is not bulky, she's not huge or anything like that. She's training for a bikini show. But I really, really, truly believe that women should train like men and train tough. It's a big philosophy that I have. I know that Mike Rashid definitely agrees with me on this in training his girls. Women should be able to do pull-ups, women should be able to deadlift, women should be able to squat, and women should be able to endure pain like this. And so, working with Shauna, prepping her for this show, she's an athlete. She was a college athlete at CSU San Bernardino, and she's tough. She's mentally tough. She's focused. She knows what it takes, and she's really, really seen improvements on her body since training for the show, because she's been training like I do, training like a man. And I can't emphasize that enough for you ladies at home. When I put these workouts up, they're not just for the dudes. they're for you guys too, for you girls too. And you know, I know that some of the best female physique athletes out there are definitely doing work like this. So definitely awesome stuff. So once we were done with our side delt work, we moved down to rear delts, and this here is a modified upright row with chest support, basically putting us at an angle where we're forced to work our rear delts. And I also want you to understand that the order in which we trained these muscles, we worked the side delts first, tired them out to the point where they couldn't help us in this next exercise anymore, and then really just pumped away at this one. When you think about the way you need to train things, you need to think about what's going to be taking over, what muscles are going to be working, and trying to compensate for the other ones. And what you see here is we're trying to keep our elbows as high as possible, trying to keep them over our wrists. You'll see me coaching Bobby here in a second in doing that. And the use of the Smith machine in this case really helped us stabilize ourselves, helped us hit the rear delts at the proper angle. Now, I don't like using the Smith machine for much, but it's really great for these types of purposes when you're trying to really zero in on an area. Now, what you'll see me doing here with Bobby is trying to keep his elbows forward. He had the tendency to pull them back a little bit, and so trying to keep his elbows as high as possible over his wrists, actually trying to move your elbows out past your torso, and trying to make sure they're pointing at the ceiling at the top of the movement. Really felt this because we didn't have anything left in our side deltoids to really compensate or anything like that. So this really brought out a pump in the rear delts.
I can't keep it still, keep ball.
In the final exercise here, we moved on to Arnold presses, and by this time I had absolutely nothing left. Bobby's got a little bit a lot more pressing power than I do. He's actually a very strong bench presser, very strong overhead presser. So you see him here. We're just working with the 50s at this point. When you tire the muscles out in the way we did, you don't really need to use a lot of weight. We did 3 sets of that last exercise with the rear delts, and we moved on to 3 sets of this, and by this point all of us were extremely tired. You're going to see me in a second. I'm having trouble getting the 50s up. One thing I want to point out is that we're not using back support on this. I don't like using back support for any shoulder exercise really, because I feel it causes a limiting factor in getting the rear delts to work with the front delts, which is what you're really looking for in a compound movement like this. You want your full shoulder work, not just your front deltoids. So you see Shauna here really splitting her ears with her arms all the way up to the top. Me, I take a little bit more of a partial rep with this. By this point I was really tired, but I was also trying to keep pressure on the muscle. The biggest problem for me was actually trying to get the weight up on the first set. You're going to see me almost stumble, fall off the bench. And that's one of the things that doing this type of thing without back support does, is it really forces you to use your core, forces you to develop some strength in getting these things up. So. I show you struggling like this, show you me struggling like this, because I'm not really trying to point out to anyone like I'm the man or anything like that. I want you to see this stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this workout. If you got questions, hit me up, gettingtoshredded@gmail.com. Hope everybody's doing well. Peace.